What is on our agenda for today?
We're gonna start with red flags, and I want you guys to tell me who has the red flag here, husband or wife. And here we go.
I've been standing out here grilling for 2 hours and not one time did you say, hey, babe, are you hungry?
Well, you have access to all the food before all of us do, so what are you complaining about?
No excusa, Leti, levántate. Levántate, Leti.
Él puede servirse, mira, ahí va.
She's like, wow.
Ay, tu suegra, como es la cumpleañera, está sentada y ahora no te ofrecí.
What'd she say, Rick? Es no tu trabajas, ama es mi esposa.
You want to grab your plate and then you serve yourself the meat that you're cooking?
The reason why you ate is because I cooked your meat.
I know, we are so...
Shit.
Ándale.
Hey, look what you made me do.
You're burning.
I already know the comments I'm going to be getting from men for this one. Can I ask why she needed to serve you? You've been standing there grilling for 2 hours. Did anybody force you to do that? You are a grown man. You can make yourself a plate. To come out there and humiliate your wife in front of her whole family, be like, not once did you make a plate for me. And then, of course, the other male family member is like, yeah, get up and go make him a plate. You know what I really want to know? I want to know who bought the meat, who organized the party. Like, I want to know all those details. Like, if you've agreed to do a good deed and be like, I'm going to be the person that cooks the meat for everybody, okay? You do that, but then you take it out on your wife in front of her whole family because you don't feel like you've received the gratitude that you were craving from everybody. I need to know, was this your choice to cook for your mother-in-law's birthday party? Or did anybody force you? And then you burn the meat, and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, look what you made me do. This is your fault. This is your fault that I wasn't paying attention to this. Because I came there with the camera in your face in front of your entire family. Like, you've been sitting here having a good time while little old me has been cooking this meat for your family. Whatever their issue seems to be, and it seems like there's a lot of issues there, maybe there's a better time to discuss this other than in front of her whole family with a camera in her face.
All right. So, what do you guys think about this husband? You know, he's cooking food for 2 hours, it looks like, and he's asking wife, hey, what about me? You haven't thought about me. You haven't even asked if I was hungry.
No. What's really going on is you're at a Mexican party.
Oh.
You're forgetting this whole thing. It's the cultural thing.
That's right.
Because you just went, oh, no, I'm just going to skip through the fact that we're in a Mexican party, okay? The guy is like cooking for 2 hours, and he's like, yo, I see all the other wives giving their husband a plate of food. Is anybody going to give me a plate of food?
Hold on, but like she says, he's the one cooking the food, guys.
Uh-huh.
¿Por qué no puede, you know?
Why can't she help? Be mindful. Be mindful. That's all I'm asking. Be mindful. The guy's been cooking for 2 hours. Let's get him a plate. I mean, everybody in the chisme that was there, all the comadres.
Irvin is shaking his head.
No? All right.
Just that the licensed therapist is shaking his head.
No, look, no issues that he wants that. It's just, I have such a pet peeve and a rule in when I work with couples, never call out your spouse in front of friends or family. Ever. That's the worst thing you can do. One, you embarrass them. And then number two, especially with friends and family, you're eventually going to kiss and make up with your spouse. Your friends and family have no obligation to kiss and make up with them. So if you make them look bad, guess what? That's now their new impression of your spouse. So I have such a pet peeve with that one.
Ouch.
Okay.
That's a great one.
So his mistake was calling out in front of everybody, right?
Yeah, I have no issue with what he was asking for.
Okay.
But he shouldn't have called her out like that. You know? For
That's
that
a
reason.
good perspective.
Right? But if I could just add one last thing, is let's say something like that does happen, right? You get called out. That's the moment where you should basically like excuse yourselves from like the group and go talk about it somewhere else privately. Don't ever.
It's gonna get awkward when you come back in.
Of course, but look. Would you rather that awkward or the awkward of you guys fighting in front of everybody and everyone knowing your business?
Why can't we wait till we get home? Why do we have to like let everybody know what's going on? Like if she stepped out of line or if I step out of line, we stay quiet. We make a mental note and hold on. We make a mental note and go, as soon as we're back in the car,
Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna discuss it. I'm putting a bun on it. Well, we can't do it right now.
Okay. Okay.
What's wrong with that?
yeah, either or is good.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what my red flag was.
What?
The attitude she gave him back.
Damn.
I gotta play the devil's advocate on
That's
this
true.
one. She gave him that like that neck twist, you know, when they do the neck and then
You can go get it.
and it's like, oh, but you've been cooking for 2 hours. The meat's right in front of you. It was that got me. Like, okay, I mean, I'm
Gabby's
okay.
sitting there
Oh,
like,
Gabby has another
"Man, when they
perspective. I
throw
can
the
see.
ball at me, I'm gonna hit it right
I
out
can
of
see
the
Gabby's
park."
ready. Go ahead, Gabby. She's
ahead,
gonna
Gabby.
Yeah.
word vomit right here.
Well, no, I just think they're both red flags. I mean, him for calling her out, her for giving him attitude, all in front of the family. I mean, I just think it's embarrassing. Like, if anything, if he would have said something to me, I mean, I would have just been quiet. I'd be like, okay, let me but we're gonna fight later.
But we're gonna fight later.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you
Oh,
what
just-
I
One
feel.
of these. One of these.
Absolutely.
You're just gonna- but you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
give
be
him
like,
frijolitos?
oh,
Settle.
yes,
Settle.
Irvin, I'm so sorry, I forgot.
Dear.
Let me get you your plate.
Throw me those
Yeah.
daggers.
Oh,
with their eyes.
that look.
And then when
Yeah.
everybody's like, bye,
hug, kiss.
shut the door.
Shut the
Shut
Because we're
that-
going to go.
Ooh.
You're not going to call me out like that. Yeah, for sure.
The gloves are coming out.
Okay, I'm just saying. Bringing him a plate would have solved all this.
I
But
agree.
no, she did though.
think so.
She's just gonna talk about it after.
Yeah.
No, but also one thing I commend, because I've seen that awkward fighting that they were doing in the video. I've seen it live in front of me with couples where it just gets awkward. You're just like, hearing them, you're like, oh my God, they're going at it. But if I could tell you something like that tells me as a therapist, like, oh, there's deep-seated resentment now. Like, they got to the point where they could start disrespecting each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's not something that just happened overnight. Like, that was like little digs at each other over the couple months or years. Now they actively dislike each other.
See how I told you have to work on this? See how my insults, little by little, it's just so he says it's something you develop. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm good.
You always have to bring us out.
I'm just saying,
Always has to
it's
be
an
Always.
intervention.
It's intervention.
So,
You know, people are watching live, right?
oh,
like
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It's
that's
okay.
they're gonna ask me about this later.
That's true.
Wow. See how we got that perspective out from Irvin? We were like,
Yeah.
surface. Now he brings out the deep.
And he has
Deep.
papers to show
And
it.
he's
And
like-
there's
License
those
now.
papers now that we
Just wanna
gotta.
put that
I'm
out
gonna
there.
have to keep touching on that license. Let me tell you.
We gotta put my license in the
Exactly.
back or something.
I
You
know.
gotta frame
You
it.
know what? We'll
frame
blow
it
up.
Like a cosmetologist has them in the back when they're doing
Yeah,
their
frame it,
nails.
Can you send me a copy of photo?
I
of
sure
that?
can.
You
I
gotta
sure
tattoo
can.
it on your
Yeah.
arm or
That's
something.
gonna be our wallpaper.
That's what it should be. It should be that.
Humor and healing.
We're just so proud of you,
On
Irvin.
top of that, humor healing on top of your
Yeah, just
That'd be awesome. Send me the
Oh,
photo.
that's funny.
Put it out.
Legit.